normally we would move over here into our Storm coverage, but before we get into that, I want to continue with basketball-related stuff, but it's different. My friends Wayne Johnson and Roman Barnett have their own show that is NBA focused with some WNBA stuff as well, called the Layup Lounge. Now, Roman and Wayne are O'Day brothers of mine, and I've watched from afar as they've built up Layup Lounge as it continues to grow, and I'm sure it'll grow a lot more beyond this time as we're here in February 2024. But we've been talking, and we thought it would be a really great thing and make a lot of sense to incorporate a local hooper segment into our Circling Seattle Sports on Converge episodes, and we'll work on some more things in the future as well. So this will be your spot to get updated news on those hoopers who come from this area, from Seattle, from the state of Washington, or spend some time in the state of Washington as well, and find out what they're doing around the NBA. So I'll throw this over to them so they can get right into the segment. Just wanted to introduce you to Wayne and Roman, who will now become mainstays here on our weekly episodes. So Roman and Wayne, take it away, guys.
What's going on, folks? This is Wayne and Roman coming live to you from the Layup Lounge. Thank you to Circling Sports for giving us the opportunity to talk a little bit of basketball with y'all. We're here to focus on some local hoops. Primarily today, we're focused on Paolo Banchero and Jaden McDaniels, two NBA stars who reign here from the 206 and the 253 respectively. So, let's go ahead and dive straight into that. Thank you again for the opportunity, Circling Sports. Shout out Chuck over there. We're going to be working with you guys good, so we're excited.
Yeah, for sure.
Paolo Banchero, though, Rookie of the Year, coming into his sophomore season this year. Started off a little slow, but hit his stride and was able to capture his first All-Star bid. Yeah. So he was voted an All-Star, competed in the Skills Challenge as well. But Paolo Banchero, coming from O'Day High School, my alma mater as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
But he was out there All-Star, second-year player. Let me get your instant reaction to that. How are you feeling about Paolo?
I mean, I think it was bound to happen. As soon as he got drafted, he was going to be a future All-Star. I think that it's a very great sign that going into his second year, coming off Rookie of the Year, came in, like you said, he came in a little bit slow to start the second year, but then, he really hit his stride with the Orlando Magic, and now, he's putting up All-Star numbers, and, it's only up from here, to be honest. I've been going on social media. They're already comparing him. They see the likes of like Braun and Melo in his game, and I gotta agree. He's been hooping. He's been carrying the Orlando Magic, him and Franz Wagner, and so it's gonna be really exciting. And this year they're gonna go as far as he takes them. Mm-hmm. But how about you? How do you feel about And again, it's really cool to see. He's from the town. We know him a little bit, so it's cool that someone that we've kind of been close to is, NBA All-Star.
For sure.
And we're definitely proud of him. So,
and he's someone who's actively representing the town.
Absolutely.
Like just, for example, tattoos-wise, he got the skyline on his arm, 19th and Spruce, which is like a shout-out to Rotary.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool just to see how tied in he is with just like this area as well.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to like see exactly how far he takes them this season. I think he has a good opportunity to prove that he's a legit superstar in this league. If they were to somehow, they hopefully make the playoffs, but if they're able to upset someone in the playoffs and win a series, he can come and prove to people that he's a legit superstar in his second year. So the fact that that's already in contention already, I think it's only up from here, like you said.
And I think that he's already, I know it's early, but I already think he's on pace to be, if he's not already said as to be like the best player to come out of Seattle or just Washington, period. Like, I think if he's not there already or close to it in other people's eyes, I think that he's very well on his way.
He has to be. His hardware Jamal has 3 6-mans.
He has 3 6-mans. He's a Seattle legend. Like,
Seattle
he has
legend,
a court
for sure. And
he has a court named after him.
20 seasons. We can't undermine the longevity.
Right.
But outside of that, B. Roy had a good prime.
Yeah.
Nate was good for a while, but Paulo's ceiling right now and his peak, All-Star second year, Rookie of the Year, I don't think anyone's come close to that.
And he's in his second year, and I don't think he's peaked yet. Like, he has it's only second year. He's 20, 21. Like, I think that he has a long way to go, in my opinion. He's already in a good spot right now.
Next, we kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Jaden McDaniels. Mm-hmm. He's coming from Federal Way High School. He won a couple state championships out here, which is pretty cool. 1 or 2.
Yeah, another Rotary guy.
They went on like a dominant run in like the Peach Jam, him and Paolo.
Yep.
But he's doing his thing in Minnesota, and they're currently the #1 seed in the West. He's just like a max contract player.
I think he just got like $250 million.
Yeah. So I mean, he's a legit player, wing player who can guard almost any position on the court, knock down the 3 ball as well. And he's only getting better. Still a young dude. So what's your instant reaction to Jaden? How are you feeling about him this year?
I think that first of all, the fact that he's starting on the best team in the West is, again, coming in as a late first-round pick. I don't know how much. I mean, I think at the time he was considered a steal, and I agree with that. Like, he was a steal. I think he was like the 28th pick in the first round. So definitely late there. Coming in, he's seen as like a 3-and-D guy. And, that's the most sought-out position in the NBA right now.
For sure.
And obviously, he just got the contract because that's a valuable position. And there's not a lot of teams that have a guy who can play both sides of the floor at a very high level. But yeah, just his impact on Minnesota. And you've seen it. I mean, even last year, you've seen the impact that he has on the team, because last year they could have went far. Fortunately, he breaks his hand during the last game of the season, and then you see how far that Minnesota went. As long as nothing like that happens this year, I think that they can make it really far in the Western Conference.
For sure. I mean, he's outside of Rudy, he's like this other centerpiece of their defense.
Mm-hmm.
He takes like the best wing player, Rudy protects the paint, and they rock out like that. So, I mean, he's one of the, like he said, last year he was limited by his wrist injury or his broken hand.
Yeah.
Punching the wall in the tunnel. So, I mean, just age and experience, getting like more years under your belt, he's going to realize, control my emotions. And I think this year, they're the #1 seed. I think they actually take like that major step. And I'm looking for maybe a finals appearance, conference finals appearance. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I think they have a good leader in Ant-Man. They have good supporting cast, Kat, Rudy, Jaden. I think even Naz Reid, like they got a bunch of dudes who can ball. So, and the fact that they're all locked in contract-wise for the next couple of seasons, even if it doesn't happen this year, I think the Wolves are here to stay. So
again, he's a key contributor to a championship contender, and it's always great to see that, all these Seattle guys are thriving right now. So, or Washington. So it's great to see.
I know. Keep putting Washington on the map.
Yeah, for sure. And quick shout out to the Storm. We had some key signings that we had. Nneka Kumike and Skylar Diggins-Smith.
Yeah.
Again, we just like to welcome them to the city as well.
Shout out Jewel Lloyd. We got a new big 3. We have a big 3.
Recruiter. Shout outs to you. And we're gonna pop out to a couple games. Hopefully that we get a chance to, see some good W hoops.
For sure. We'll be down there for sure.
Oh, facts.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys want to hear in the comments, though. We're down to talk anything basketball. Shout out to the Layup Lounge. Shout out to Circling Sports again, and we'll be seeing you guys soon.
Yeah. Let's get it.